Today we're going to talk about belly fat. Around your waistline is one of the hardest places to lose fat. But of course you know this. That's why you've clicked this video. But do you know why it's so hard? Do you really know? The truth is, when you see someone with a great body and they've got no belly fat, whether on the beach or in the movies, magazines, or here on YouTube, to lose that belly fat, we've pretty much done the same process. And all you need to do is the same things we do. But you've got some learning to do first. And you need to understand it's going to take time. The more fat you have in the beginning makes sense, right? It's going to take you longer to lose that fat. And I know what you feel like because I've been in your shoes. Not only that, but I've done the transformational process several times, shedding belly fat, both as a personal training client and also in fiercely contested transformational challenges. 90-day transformational challenges and 8-week transformational challenges. I bested thousands to take top prize money and in the process shed my belly. So now that I've introduced myself and we've done the introduction, let's get into it with the 6 reasons why you haven't lost the belly fat and how, with the tips that I'll give you at the end of each of the 6 sections, how you can turn can't into can. So number 1 is cortisol. Cortisol is about stress. Now, why am I starting with stress? Because stress is the worst thing that's going to hamper every single thing to do with a transformation. Not only that, but there's something out there in science, you can just Google this after I say it, put it down on paper and Google it. It's called cortisol belly. Cortisol belly. Visceral fat in your internal organs gathers more quickly when you're stressed. This is a scientific fact, and it's definitely one of the reasons why you won't lose belly fat, because we're all stressed. We live stressful lives. Going to work, it's stress. In the car, it's stress. Taking the kids to the school run, it's stress. Everybody's bickering and arguing and fighting with your partner, with your siblings, with your mother. Everybody else, it's stress. All of this stress is absolutely toxic, obviously for your mental landscape, but it's toxic for your belly, for your waistline. And I can assure you, hence why I'm starting with number 1, cortisol, stress. Identify the stress, remove the stress from your life. And my own personal tip here in terms of reducing stress, get away from everyone. Get away from everything and everyone. Go outside, find an open green space. Breathe in the fresh air for 15 minutes. Big, deep breaths. Fresh air, outside, socks off, on the grass. Mindfulness is the absolute universal pathway to having a stress-free life. So learn mindfulness. Practice mindfulness outside alone. This is you time. There's no other people around. You go outside, find a green space, get your bare feet, put them on the grass. Grounding, we call that. Learn more about that yourself. Just type in grounding. Deep breaths. You need to breathe deeply for about 15 to 20 minutes. Number 2 on the list is unsupportive people. People who don't support you. People who hold you back, people who drag you down. There's a phrase that's out there. It says, misery loves company. What does that mean? It means when people are unhappy in their life, when they're not going somewhere in their life, when they're losing as opposed to winning, when they're, looking at other people doing well or achieving things or aiming to achieve and aspire higher, where you have your goal to lose belly fat and they see this, well, misery loves company. They want to bring you down. They want to stop you. They want to hamper your progress. They become a barrier. The people who are going to stop your progress, they are the same ones who cause the stress. So they're in correspondence, they're holding hands. Stressful people causing stress. You have to absolutely manage stress, have strategies, as we said in the previous point, to manage stress, but you absolutely have to identify the toxic people. And believe me, these people are close to you. They're not people that you just meet on the train or on the bus or walking in the street. I'm talking about parents, siblings, partner, children, friends, family, colleagues at work. All of these people who should be on your side. They should be on your side. Don't let them stop you. And you cannot let them stop you by not telling them. It's your personal secret mission. They don't have to know. Number 3, your goals, your objectives are poorly defined. Now, why is this crucial? Well, because if you don't know where you're going, if you haven't really defined your objective, then how can you get there? Along the way, learning to be a personal trainer, one of the things that came up in my training, at least, I'm not sure for other personal trainers, but for my training, was SMART goals. And this is the tip that you need to succeed. SMART goals. Just type it into Google and then follow. I think it'll be an AI generated response. Follow what the response is. SMART goals is the way that you achieve your goals. Well, this point here is talking about gut health. Your gut health needs to be improved. Many of you, you're never going to lose belly fat. You're never going to lose belly fat because your gut health is poor. You have imbalances in your gut microbiome. you need to address this. How do you transform your gut microbiome? How do you improve your gut health? How do you take dysfunctional gut health or an imbalance in your gut health to a balanced gut health and a functional gut? How do you do that? I'm not going to give you the tip at the end of this one. I'm not even going to give you the tip at the end of the next section, because at the end of this section and the end of next section, both tips, they are answered when I do tip number 6. So number 5 is metabolism. Metabolism is everything. I want you to absolutely please listen. Your metabolism is everything. Your metabolism is the driving force that makes you do all the things that you do in life. Every single mind task, every single functional, physical task that you do. It's only possible because you have this thing called a metabolism. It is in terms of human physiology, the metabolism is the most wonderful thing that you have. Essentially, all of the universe requires energy. A star to make planets, it requires energy. Every single thing in existence requires energy. You get your energy from your metabolism. Now, there's a 6 out of 10 chance you have a dysfunctional metabolism, especially if you try to lose belly fat and you haven't lost it before, because a dysfunctional metabolism is absolutely going to ruin your chances to lose belly fat. You cannot think, to have a dodgy engine, a dodgy energy system inside you, and you're going to be able to do this wonderful transformation to transform your belly fat, to a 6-pack or to a flat stomach or to have no belly fat. You can't think to do that if you have a dodgy metabolism. Now, on Google, they're not going to call it dodgy. They're going to say dysfunctional. So that is the crux of what I'm saying here in number 5. You have to repair your metabolism. Your metabolism is everything. To take a dysfunctional metabolism and make it functional, to repair it, I'm going to give you that tip at the end of number 6, and you'll see why in number 6. So number 6, the most crucial on the list, and that's why it's last on the list, and it covers at least the last 3 things. And in my opinion, it's probably because of the food you eat. That is the problem. And there is no other problem. It's not because you don't take steps. It's not because you don't, sleep properly. Sleep does help, but that's not the major reason. People can have poor sleep and not eat processed foods, and they're going to have a wonderful gut microbiome. I assure you. I promise you, please research this for yourself. The problems with your gut, the problems with your metabolism, the problem of you not losing belly fat, it's to do with the shit that you're putting in your fucking mouth. Please subscribe.